Hello, people. Hello. We have so many things happening. And yet I need to make more levels. But first I will have pizza that is warming up. When the pizza is warmed up, I will eat the pizza, and then we'll make more levels for this game. It is yesterday's pizza, yes. Yesterday's pizza. I also need to figure out where I'm going to go for Christmas vacation. Do I ever draw out my level maps on paper? Not for a game like this. And the only time I would do that is if I had some idea and it was a very specific idea that was easier to draw the level for than to write the idea down, and I was away from a computer. So I don't think that's really... It might have happened once for this game, but no, it's not a normal way to work. You want to, when you can, be working in the actual level, because... Do I notice that most text editors these days have a huge input lag? Yes, they're all garbage. Okay, we have pizza and aloe drink. Have I ever downloaded 4Coder for 10 seconds just to test its input lag versus Emacs? Well, I've downloaded 4Coder, but not to test anything. Why would I do that? I already know that, well, Like, dude, this text editor right here is amazingly faster than Emacs. And it's like running in the middle of a giant 3D game that's doing tons of stuff. So it's not hard to beat Emacs. So I had another idea for a level today. It's similar to one that I made yesterday, and I'm wondering if I should do it with or without the lily pad. Lily pad makes it more complicated, but makes the timing easier as always. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. What time is it? It is 8:10 p.m. Is the in-game character just super simple? Yeah, I mean, it's just a buffer with some characters, but that doesn't matter. Like, everyone always gets really weirded out about, like, what should your text representation be in an editor? Dude, it doesn't matter, okay? That's like a 1980s thing to worry about. Like, we run video games that do immensely more complicated spatial organization over immensely more complicated objects than text, right? Do a frickin', you know, it would be a binary tree if you were to do the equivalent of a quad tree or an oct tree, right? Or you could even do a quad tree for very long lines. Whatever, and your interface to anyone who wants to write editing code is just, given the start and end point, we will give you n chunks. That's it. You do a spatial query just like you would in a game. That's it. It's a non-problem. It is a non-problem. No, not to move the text cursor, to figure out what text to draw or to edit, like if you're doing a global search and replace, like whatever. Just treat it that way. as opposed to getting your panties in a bunch about what the representation is, because nobody cares. Nobody cares what your internal representation of text is. How do we organize the overall software development process? We don't really. We're too small of a company to need a lot of organization. Quad per character is not necessarily going to work if you render text in arbitrary languages like Arabic or something. But we're not even talking about rendering. We're talking about, like, you know, how do you store it so that you can do edits and stuff? I mean, rendering is obviously trivial compared to a frickin' game. So yeah, exactly. Like, look, we're rendering text in our video game. Can't be that hard. Never mind that we're rendering the same text over and over. Look, we have a scroll bar. Can't be that hard. Oh my God, look how fast we're scrolling. It's like 200 times faster than Atom. Programmers are such assholes today. God. You know how the word for programmer changes over time? Like at first it was like systems analyst, and then engineer, and then programmer, and now it's like coder. I think the next term in the series is Dunning-Kruger asshole. Like something like that. You're guessing most levels you design the workings first and then do a decoration pass. No, yeah, in a game like this, you got to do the puzzles long before you do the visuals. Because, you know, we might design the puzzles and we might tweak them a lot over time, and then we might discover they're exploitable and need to change them and stuff. And so if you do the visuals too early, you end up redoing the visuals and it's a lot more effort. Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's exactly what you're saying. Look how bad the discussion on Hacker News is. And those are the best programmers, apparently, that the new generation has to offer. So it's bad. The average programmer is doing real bad. I don't know. I don't know that I would say that those are the best. The best programmers are probably too busy to be on Hacker News, but like they're definitely probably in the upper third on average. You have trouble visualizing how linear text is storable in a quad tree. There's only forwards and backwards. Well, what if you have one line that's really, really long? Maybe that's left and right. But again, who cares? Who cares? It doesn't matter. Exactly. Hacker News is a non-elite, non-sub text lounge. Why do I think programmers degrade so fast? Well, a lot more people want to get into the field today, whereas in the old days, it was only people who really were really deeply interested in computers. So that matters for a lot of it. And then B, just bad examples. People learn by example. And starting in the 90s, just everything went to shit and nobody cared. And so if you're growing up today and learning about computers, you learn about the web, and JavaScript is your example of how to program. Of course you're going to be a bad programmer if JavaScript is your example of how to program. Like, you would be incredibly lucky to survive that with skills intact. What percentage of all programmers are great? I don't know. I don't know. I don't even have any idea how to estimate that. Web scale access memory. Is that an actual term somebody used? It could be a real phrase. I mean, if you posted that on Hacker News right now, an article about web scale access memory, people would take it seriously. Okay. Let me start doing a level. Okay, I wanted to do, let's start with, we're going to save this as Dupestones. And, well, I don't exactly know how it's going to work, but the part in my head was something like this and that and so the thing is, we need okay, so it needs to be a turtle rock here. It needs to be a turtle rock. And then okay, like I think we're going to want her to be able to go over here, but not push the mirror there. So, you know, we're going to have some situation like, wow, like this. We'll probably bring these islands closer together eventually so that it's not like awkward as it is now. Okay. And then well, okay, the problem yes. Okay. So we're gonna put this like out frickin' here somewhere. I don't know, right? And so we push this out. We teleport. Yeah, let's bring the islands closer. I don't even really know what shape we want them to be, but okay, and then so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on oh no, it's going to be going in a weird... Okay, so if it's going that way, it's going to be going that way. Okay, this is going to be hard to design. So we're going to push, we're going to dupe. So we have one going this way. So one's going to be going away. Let's say like that. How's my ocean doing? Yeah, we got ocean squares. And one of them I don't know, man. So we're going to kick this across. It's going to go shoopity shoop. But it's also going to go shoopity shoop and be traveling to the right. Okay, and that's fine. That is fine. And then, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. So then yeah. I think the timing of this might just work. Dude, let's see. Let's see. This is going to be a crazy one. Okay, so Whoops. Okay. That was a little far. I admit it. Hold on. I didn't mean to reset. I need to fix the undo system so I can undo a reset. Okay, so when I push this, I go... Right. But we don't actually need to go up there. That's the thing, is the islands can be... We don't actually need this. How bananas does this level look? This is one of those where you look at it and you're like, what the fuck? Like there's no, I can't even get from one island to the other with a mirror. And you expect me to solve this? Yes, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. Okay. So that was weird. Okay. So that was weird because these are sort of placed in a square. We want like, oops. So there we go. Check this shit out. Now the problem is I can't get far enough out here to go down, but that's relatively easily fixable. Like if I can go down 3 squares, so I need 4. If I could push this mirror back down, that gets me through. I mean, this gets me 4 right here, like. We don't really want that. Will the initial closed beta be limited to people I actually knows? No, but it will be limited. Nothing personal, kid. I don't know what that means. The turtles are like regular skipping stones, except they can be mirror teleported. Like regular, basically magic works on them, whereas with the regular stones, magic doesn't work on them. Wait, why did I mess that? Oh, are we in a square again? Right, we have to not be in a square. With the square thing, the momentums are weird. We have to put that in the to-do. Something reasonable needs to happen when Diamond teleporting a skipping stone. Does it go diagonally? That would be sick. We might have to do that. In fact, I'm going to put that in level ideas. Because that's really the only thing that makes sense. Like, if I teleport dupe this mirror, but also undupe them at the same time, it would have momentum. No, never mind. In this case, it would have the same momentum, wouldn't it? It would be going that way. Wait. That's so weird. Yeah, okay. It would be going opposite directions. So in this case, it would actually stop and sync. Okay. What is a rover? It is a thing that roves. It is something made by Karl Rove. Isn't that obvious? There we go. Okay. And then very funny. Okay, that level is interesting. What happens if you merge two mirror objects then? What do you mean mirror object? There are mirrors that can be mirrored. They're very rare. Okay. Let's center on these, and that's our new camera. And what do we think about these starting positions? They're probably fine. I mean, I probably kind of want that there, because this is like actually a solution point, I think. I could try moving the islands one closer together. Okay, we do need all of this. Let's try what happens if we do this. It might just be not as funny if things are not as far apart. Like, I kind of like the feeling far apart aspect. All right, so at that distance, we're too far, so we need that, right? There we go. I don't know. I kind of like them feeling far. Okay, so here I definitely want this player to have freedom. Let's put the guy over here, because why not? Okay, so up and over one. There we go. Right? If I try it when it's like over here somewhere, we'll get not the best results. All right, let's record that solution. Boom, baby. That's a shippable level. Don't we like it when we do shippable levels? Okay. Let's even put that into playable. Do I have any levels with one character and two exits? Yes, Mirror Isles has that. Bro. How close are the current levels to what you think the final game will look like? These don't look anything like what the final game will look like, but if you've seen, if you've seen like some of this kind of stuff, that's starting to be what the final game will look like, but like not really with final shaders and lighting and stuff. Are there any levels with 2 characters and 1 exit? Yes, in Mirror Isles. Mirror Isles does that, man. You got to play the game. Simplified graphics mode. Too much work. Oh, yeah, we want Simple River. Yeah. There's a level of Maya's that is an interesting idea, but it's like too messy and sloppy to ship as an intro idea, so I want to do one of those. Although I sort of did that. It's maybe a little bit too much like a different level. That's the levels the way you create them with simple blocks. Not quite. Not quite. How do volumetric lighting effects work in this game? Well, they don't work at all yet here because we haven't implemented them. I wonder if you could rework some of the Mirror Isles levels to be wizard focused. Well, definitely the wizard interoperates with the mirrors, and definitely I made a note today in the notes that we need more wizard levels. Wizard is underappreciated in this game, right? There it is, right there. Needs some wizard levels. So okay. We don't really have a level where you have to move a mirror but from the backside by teleporting off another mirror, where that's the only way to solve it and that's a clear idea, you know? It's probably hard to set that up without it being really contrived, because why wouldn't you just walk to where the other mirror is? Oh, but also, right, here's the problem. So when you do that right now, it should rotate the mirror. And I'm not sure if it does that correctly. So like there could easily be a thing where you need to rotate a mirror so that a different character can use it. Like you need to come up with the reason why. That would let you move the mirror in the other direction. Yeah, there's so many what happens if questions that you can ask in this game that we're not going to be able to do them all before we ship the game. There's just too many, but you know, we're just trying to fill it in a little bit. Version of river intersections, but that you just do just by dropping stones with a mirror. Okay. I feel like doing a crazy hard level right now. So let's do it. Okay. So this level is going to be about messing with rivers. And it's going to start kind of like one of Maya's levels. And it's going to have two characters. And we're going to use our new ocean editor with our new features. Our new amazing features. Oh, let's shrink it up a bit. It's going to be wrapping. Ocean map, take me by the hand. Actually, is it going to be wrapping? It's a good question. Let's try to make it not wrapping at first. Okay. There's actually, I have several different ideas for what to do. So the idea behind this level is going to be, there's a river, and, oh yeah, we're going to make it wrapping. Because this guy needs to get on a lily pad and sail on the lily pad to his exit. All right, but the trick is the exit is blocked by a force field that has to get opened when somebody stands on a Switch. Not a Nintendo Switch, just a regular Switch. Okay. We need the lily pad. Yeah. I don't know if this is going to end up being the pulse level for real. Anyway, so this river needs to stay intact. Dude, this is going to require so many damn stones. This river needs to stay intact, but the whole point of the level is you're going to have to block it and then unblock it. And the thing is, when you unblock it, it's going to be hard to unblock it and have it be in the same x coordinate where it is right now. So that's, but you could have it drift 2 squares to the right, in which case, okay, in which case it would be constantly going by on this side. That could work. Like maybe this is just this. Okay. So now the reason I don't know. The reason that you need to block it for a bit, let's give you what you need to block it and unblock it. Let's scramble those so they at least look a bit different. All right. So the reason you need to block it is because you need to get here. We'll just do this. Okay. Because this is there. This is not really at all the level I was thinking of, but maybe we'll get to that. Okay, so we could bring the camera closer in. It's not going to hurt. Okay. Well, I don't think we have enough stones to do this. Right, so, oh no. The problem is, okay, when we block it, the lily pad is going to stick there. It's the flaw in my plan. Well, we could make it so that warrior can leave anytime he wants. Like, this is going to add more components, but let's get it working before we get too picky. So we're going to have this. We're going to have this for him to go that way. And then we're going to have one here for her to go that way. Or to the left. You could go wrapping either way. Okay, so now I want to push this and get on this lily pad and ride to that exit on the right. But I can't do it because this is blocking me, right? So we need to do crazy things. Now keep in mind, once I get on that lily pad, I'm not going to be able to move the stones, right? So I have to preload them to where I will want them, which is going to be a little bit fun. All right, let's do this. We're just going to put that there. Okay. Okay, it would really help. I just don't know, like, once I move this to the top line, I don't know if that's okay, but let's say it is. Let's imagine, whoops, no, I didn't want to, I wanted to hit Z, not X. Okay. Let's imagine that we could stay on the top line. So we're going to do that. This one might be, that is a problem. Okay. Okay, before I move the mirror to the top line, I need to get all the stones interior so I can push them at will. So, right, so like this is there, and then okay. Boom. Okay. This is pretty good. Well, except one of them I automatically... well, this is fine. And then that's fine. And then that's fine. So now I've stopped this river. Oh no! Right, because it's a wrapping river. This doesn't have to be a wrapping level. It doesn't have to be a wrapping level. I would just block the river upstream of its source. We have too many, like you shouldn't be wrapping unless you're about wrapping. So you are not actually about wrapping, and we can do you without wrapping. So what has to happen though is just this guy has to be like, you know, upstream. Could just have this river running the opposite way, just to be contrarian. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. What happened to this guy? Didn't I give him a stone? Nope. Or I undid it. I undid his stone, maybe. Okay. We'll give him the freedom to push that stone around a little bit. Okay, so now that this is a non-wrapping level, this river will just continue. Except now the mirror is at the wrong, or since I was thinking about this the other way, we have to reverse either the mirror or this, and it's nice to have the mirror facing the camera. So, dude, I'm so glad I did that ocean drag programming. So we're back to this. This guy is now going to be at the top. Let's group that. Whoops. Okay. And then these are going to be grouped destination and like down here somewhere, right? And the weird issue is, like, I really don't want it to feel like this guy could get to this. So, you know, and we're going to put a little receptacle there so that it's not a get off with timing like this. That's just a little place for that to lodge. And we'll put our camera. Okay. Let's try this. So, we are going to, again, do our, whoops, no, not him. Okay, we're going to do our business. We didn't need to do as much business as we had, but whoops, don't do that business. Although actually we can do that business. Okay. Okay, and then there, and then there. Okay. Now, she can go at any time, but she needs to be able to restart the river. And that means these rocks have to be pre-placed. Oh, dude. Okay. You can't do this in the top line. You can't do this in the top line because we need one line above it. Whoops. So, oh no. Okay, so our island is a little too far to the right, or to the left, because we can't, oh, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's okay. We're gonna have to push it to the right-hand side here. But that might be okay. Right, so now I can move it to the top line. And we need to put one there and then one there. So these two, yeah, okay, so those two spots, but we don't do it yet. Okay? Till we get past. Oh no, it went to the right and not to the left, duh. Damn it. And because it's going to the right, okay, you know what? We want the river going the other direction. I swapped him the wrong way. If we have the river going the other direction, then we can do what I did and it'll go the right way. Drat. Okay. So, once again, we're very happy that we did the river programming. Why is it not drawing the ocean grid, though? The hell happened to my ocean grid? The ocean panel is open. Oh, we must have had another manipulator going. All right. So we're going to go this way once again. And we're going to swap these guys back, but then we're going to put this lily pad on the other side. And I think that'll be okay, maybe. We will be tempted to use that for mirror, but I don't think that'll work for us. Okay, well. What the hell, dude? When I pop the ocean panel open, I'm going to have to set the manipulator. Why is this not... Why is this not grid aligned? Oh, man. The group movement is a little bit broken right now. It is supposed to be grid aligned if anything in the group needs to be grid aligned. But apparently that is not working. The fuck? All right, well, we're going to ungroup these until we fix our group situation. All right. Bummer. Glad we caught that, though. I swear we fixed that at one point, but there's just a lot of ways things can go wrong. So we're ungrouping it. Okay. All right. So I probably have a manual snap command I could have run. Okay, so, oh, right, but now we have the thing about the river blocking being a little weird. But let's do it. Let's just mirror the whole damn level. I said I like it when the mirror is facing this way, but what do I know? All right. All right. Or I could have just had her going from right to left. Let's do that. Let's do that, bro. All right. Of course, now, because I'm not grouping things, this is going to be awesome. All this clicking. All right. And then, okay, so we've selected all of that. We can actually hit escape, select all of this. Oh, this is all grouped still. Let's ungroup this stuff. So we're gonna, whoops. No grouping, no grouping. I could have kept it grouped and just used the whatever. Okay, and then we do selection undo, our magical trick to do that. Yay, selection undo. Okay, so did I keep her at the same Y coordinate? This one? Seems legit. How far in X? Well, we have to move the whole river. Oh, man. Is this going to mess me up, having to move the whole mirror? So, or the whole river. So the river was 3 away from her. So it was like that. And then that would put this there, and that would put this there, and let's, whoops, let's do this. I think that's right. Yeah. Okay. And then this guy was like, I don't know. Something like that. And this doesn't need to be so far. Okay. That sure was a lot of effort. I should write a mirror horizontally command. Okay. Okay. Now the camera's in a bad place. All right. Hope that was worth it. Can't I rotate the camera? Yes, but rotations are not going to change the river attitude problem. I needed a reflection. And we don't let you do camera reflections for many reasons. Okay. Oh. Stupid ocean problems. All right. Nope, don't do that. Wait, what? Ocean. Oh, I'm off the grid, baby. Look at all these ocean problems. Actually, since we can kick stones horizontally, we'll just go back where we were. All right. No. The hell is going on? Do I have invisible things? What? Why do we think that these are land? Oh, dude, I broke this. Oh my God. I broke control clicking. And for some reason my raycasting is broken. Okay. In the ocean revamp, I broke control click. All right, so no matter. We should be able to still play this level. So we decided we don't want to go to the top line. If we go there, we could actually get rid of one just fine. No, don't do that yet. Okay. So this is probably not where I wanted these things, but it's good enough. Oh, dude, I could even use the lily pad. Check it. Check it. Okay, so we've stopped the river. Okay, this whole level is stupid because I could just divert the river. No, I can't. I can't cross it that way. I was thinking I could just divert the river to this side. In that respect, the switch is a red herring, actually. Because when I wake up the river, I won't need the switch anymore. But that's just going to be funny, I guess. All right, so then we go to the top line, and we set up one there, and then one further away, and it's blocking my lily pad. Bro, okay, but that's fine. We can go. That actually makes it slightly interesting. Oh no, because we can't. So first of all, I can't ever push the lily pad the right direction. This stone should have been on the side somewhere. Let's do that. Let's do that. Too bad I can't just drag stuff around while I'm puzzle solving. Okay. So we're just going to get rid of that. Whoops. Well, actually, that's fine. Okay. And then I can leave one on the bottom if I remember correctly. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this and this and... Okay. Whoops. So we were saying it's okay to go all the way there. I don't know why I didn't need to do that last attempt, but I didn't. Okay, and then we set one up there, there, and there. Okay, so bam, bam, and now this guy can do his thing. So now the problem is, unless I make this switch mandatory, I believe the puzzle is exploitable by having this guy just go first and then blocking the river, right? So, like, I could just do this right now. Oh, no, right, because of the... Okay. I could... But you could do it in 4 stone. Let me do it. Let me do it. So all I have to do is divert it by 1 to start, right? So I do this. Now this guy can just go. Oh, whoops. Nope, not yet. Not yet. We need 1 more. And then I have to block the river, which actually might be impossible at this point. I need to put out 2 stones in this same line to block the river. And that blocks my lily pad if I do that. Maybe it's not exploitable. Maybe it's not exploitable. I thought it would be easy. Hmm. I could push the mirror closer in. See, to stop this river, I need 1, 2 south from here. Which I might be able to do. Like if I teleport a rock to here, and then I can't move the mirror off the left. Let's see if I can exploit it from the top row. Let me. Oops. It's just hard to manage all these rocks, man. So I would need top row plus one more square from here. And if I do that one more square, I block my own lily pad. I mean, I could push a stone onto the lily pad and then mirror it while it's moving, which frankly is something that I don't think I've done. I don't know. So I could just call this level done and say it's Miller time, I do feel like it's probably exploitable in some way. It's kind of funny. I could do without the switch, and I could just make that a little mountain mound that you can't go through, but that might make the level harder to understand. Because the switch towards sort of tells you, like, yo, you got to go first. All right. Let's not call this one pulse, because that's not what it is. Let's call this one toggle. Maybe the switch just makes it too obvious. I don't know, levels are always harder than you think they are. If I put the switch directly on the exit, maybe it makes it too obvious. Could you surround the exit with switch blocks? I certainly could. But that might make it just even easier, right? Like, if I tell you there's absolutely no way to get in there without stepping on the switch, then you kind of know that she has to cross the river first no matter what, which makes it easier. I think it's probably okay. I mean, we'll have time to refine these later, to think about them. So we're going to put that in playable. This is going to be a much easier level. Oh. We have to frickin'... We're going to have to fix that bug after this, but I want to... We're on a level design roll. I mean, I almost need to make this one harder. I don't want to obfuscate it. I don't know, there's something to be said for simple levels, you know? Let's... It's too easy, man. But we don't really have this exact concept represented, for all I know. What is going on? All right. So one, two, three, four. I mean, pretty much has to be that, I think. Ah! Dude, I have to fix this terribleness. Alright, let's try it again. well, there we go. Did I record toggle? Didn't. All right. What happened? Dude, I don't know what happened to history in the console, but I don't like it. Okay, record. And of course we could have a harder airmail. With more steps. Okay. Do I have any levels where it looks like the islands broke apart? I don't think so. Is there any way to have a kink in the river travel downstream? Not really. Not really. The river rules, which we are not at liberty to change, don't permit that. Okay, so I'm gonna record this situation. All right. Hopefully didn't mess this up too bad. Okay, so we're going to the top line. Is that, whoops, is that what we're saying? And there. 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 Nope. There. Oh no, we're not going to the top line. You can't go to the top line. You've got to go closer in to start, because you need to go to the top line. We know this. You need to go to the top line in order to fribble frab your friddle frauder. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So we're going to there. I swear I did this without pushing all the way right at one point. Whoops. Okay, and then we go to the top line. This guy, meanwhile... Oh no! He doesn't do that. What am I saying? I go first. The whole point was I go first. So... Okay. Didn't need that anyway. All right. I'm going to make a note. Note. With recorded solution, we don't need to be standing on the switch, but it forces order anyway. Doesn't it add on? Okay. Don't you think? Okay, so what? Airmail. Seems like the river should fork both ways around a blocker. Well, that's not how the original game works. We're going to make it more visually explicit. Like it'll always try flowing to the right first and then flowing to the left. And you'll see it try flowing to the right. So that will at least help make these things more understandable. Yeah, nice water animations are gonna happen. Dude, we have so many island levels. Okay, let me show you this. For those of you guys who I know many of you were on when I did the whole Nexus screenshots thing, we now have Nexus shots for just about every level, ignoring any levels we made today and any that fell under the rug. So you can get like a summary of the game and well, let me delete this. There's a lot of water levels. Let me just say that. It's a lot of water levels. We're going to need more non-water levels. 327 levels plus the 3 that I just made. Not as many puzzles as The Witness yet, but it probably will be by the end. Turn water red and make it lava. Yeah, we do have fire, actually, that behaves differently than water. We don't really use fire very much yet. We should. Would I ship it like that or just think about it and decide it later? I would ship it like that, maybe. I mean, I would like it to seem a little bit more explicit that we intended that in some way, but I'm not sure how to do that. Do all the water levels depend on the actual water? Well, sometimes they are there just to keep you from going too far out. Often they could be pits. So like in this one, it could definitely be a deep pit, for example. Same with this one. Not this one, though. This one has to be water. So basically, if it doesn't have skipping stones or lily pads, it probably could be a pit. And that would affect a lot of things. Have I given my opinion on the Weinstein-Dawkins event? Yes, I think it was a good discussion. I wish it had been longer. Of course, half an hour was missing from the recording, so maybe that's part of it. What do I think the traits of a good programmer are? I'd summarize those in a talk at some point. You get things done efficiently, they work well, and it's easy to build upon in the future. People don't really argue about that. Everybody knows that. It's like the next level of things about what provides that. All right, back in a second. Have I ever worked with junior graduate developers? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it could be chai time. I don't know. It totally should have been about 10 hours. It's true. It is true. Okay, let's fix the control click situation. Because that needs to, oh, let's check in these levels. We have made, wait, dupe stones, airmail. Wait, I saved a test for pulse. We didn't want it to be pulse. We wanted it to be toggle. Toggle. Level tests. Pulse. Pulse. Dude, if I can do just 3 levels a day in 1 year, that's 1,000 levels. Wouldn't that be fun? If only that was all I had to do in making games. What if I did that? What if we had an engine going and I was just like, look, guys, this year I'm just making 1,000 levels. That's all that I'm doing. I'm just making sure that the level data was the same. Yeah, okay. Oh, but the note is probably in pulse and not toggle. Oh no, it's in toggle, okay. It's just, I just recorded the thing in pulse. It's fine. It's fine. Oh. Okay, control click. It's in manips. Okay. The problem is simply that this is in the wrong place. Okay. All right, let's see. Control click. Can I like control click in a line? Yes, I can. Oh, that's so good. Control click. Okay, so toggle, and then airmail. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, it does. It has a schmutz. All right. So good. I could fix a couple of these bugs, but I did say making levels until late. But maybe we fix some bugs. Let's fix some bugs. Like this coerce command bug. Coerce. Oh, we just don't return here. That's all. So I had done a thing before where I said coerce and then lowercase wall, and the frickin' game freaked out on me. There we go. Unknown type wall. It's fine. Okay. Great. I don't want to fix the grouping thing right now, though, probably. Oh, this is a bad bug. I don't know if I want to fix that yet. Mirrors don't sync anymore. That's a bug that we gotta fix. Well, let's fix some bugs. We got 3 levels under our belt. We'll do some more, but let's fix some bugs. We don't want to let the bugs pile too high. So one bug is that mirrors don't sync anymore. So like if I go here, whoops. All right. Is it mirror underscore one? Yeah. Oh, can't push a mirror there. So here, it doesn't sync. It is marked as syncing, but it doesn't sync. So there's that. We have about 20 employees. No, we have about 14. At what point will we use project management software like Jira? We use Manuscript, which used to be called Fogbugs, as bug reporting, but we don't use general purpose project management. I don't see the point in it. Will there be any snow levels? There's going to be snow levels, yes. Yes, that is in the plan. What will the next game be called? I don't know yet. I don't know. Would we ever hire an entry-level grad? Well, right now, we wouldn't really hire entry-level people because we're a small company and we don't hire a lot of people to begin with. And when we do, it's usually because we need something specific. But, you know, we're trying to make pathways wherein we could train people up. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay. What was I even doing? Well, we were going to go to mirror 2. And, well, let's look up syncing. Visual interpolation. Okay. So when we set syncing, we probably I don't know why that doesn't work. Like, do we do the particle group? I'm sure we do, right? Mirror sync, is that just bubbles or is it mud? What is it? Can't see in this water. Yeah, that mud effect. Is the mirror sync. So we add a visual interpolation. Okay. So I don't know if that would mess it up. I don't see why it would, but I don't know. Maybe whoever's calling stop falling clears the visual interpolation. Do drown. Well, we're just going to do a debug build and try to figure out where the visual interpolation gets reset. Really. All right. Visual interpolation. Valid. All right. Stop falling. Reset visual interpolation. Okay, because we're supported. All right. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna make a. If we stop falling already, well, So this thing doesn't ever stop me from falling. So we're going to go minimal stop falling mirror. The reason we're doing minimal stop falling is because there's like support issues and stuff. And we don't want to play any animations or anything. We just frickin' want the minimal thing, which is why we called it minimal. There we go. That'll, of course, look nicer later. We'll like put an animation on there and crap. But for now, we just want it to disappear into the water. All right. I'm getting tired again, folks, but I said till late. I said working on levels till late. Oh, I'm in my to-do buffer, that's why I can't go to it. Well, we could fix more bugs, or we could make more levels, or maybe I should say 10:15 is pretty late. You know? I think I did this one. And we just did this one. Right. Okay, let's make one kind of like whatever that one was called. We're going to do this one. Let's make a new release build. So, dupe stones. We're going to make a very simple one, a lot like dupe stones, but different. Play a game. Are there any games that I want to play? Oh, dude, I didn't put airmail into playable. All right. All right, the way this is going to work, it's going to be a little bit like airmail, but different. It's going to be not airmail. It's going to be a little bit like this, but different. So we'll even use, well, no, we can't use the same island shapes. What am I talking about? No group. Let's get rid of a lot of this. And well, okay. So like, that's kind of like where Africa meets South America. Okay. Whoops. There we go. So you would think that I could just somehow push the stones to the left by getting them down there, one to the left of where I am. But I don't believe that that can really be done. Well, let's get rid of this for a second. Like, oh, shoot. Never mind, it's solvable. I just do this. All right, well, that sucks. Well, let's do this, bro. So I can't do what I just did. I kind of want to push things to the left. I can't really do it, right? So what I have to do to solve is that, right? Now the thing is, let's make it a little spicier. So one thing I learned from Steven's sausage roll is you can make it spicier on the first iteration and it's good. Maybe that's only for like people who are good at puzzles. I don't know, but I was always just very interested in the way the game managed to do that. So we're going to have a little coral reef up here. Oh, come on, bro. I don't know. It's a decorative coral reef. Okay, but I actually want the number of squares. Okay. Because, so I want it to be a thing where if I like push this, oh, see, we're too not far. We're just trying to make interesting but comfortable timing. So if I push this, it's like not far enough, right? And then I can do that I can do that with another stone. And I'm like, ah, I've kind of got a stone over here, but she can't really do anything with it, right? You dig, and so, you know, what I really want is you have to do this. The timing's a little tight, though. Oh, but we can adjust the skip timing. Duh. Duh, ocean map. Take me by the hap. Do you understand? Oh, 1/8. We're typically doing 1/8, I guess. All right. Here we go. Much more playable, I bet. Yeah. So the whole point is you have to teleport it before it gets there. Thing is, I could make that be a whole island up there, but then she could get up there and push the stones back. Would that break anything? As long as she can't push them off the shore. Like, it would be less spoilery if it was an actual island, I guess. Would it be useful to have in-game text notes you could place at certain locations for communicating with the artist? Yes, we have those. And I used one earlier tonight. They're just not very obvious right now, but we can make them render more obviously later. So I feel like maybe this makes it too obvious. So what if we do make it an island? What happens? Well, let's, okay. So that is basically where we want that to be. That's not a good color. Okay. See, if I let you push a stone this way, then you could just push, push back, and push. Which might be an interesting level. But we can't do that right now. So we have to be careful. Okay. So what about this version of the level? Well, we still need to put a mirror somewhere so she can get to the frickin' island. Oh, and the problem is this stone is always going to be in the way anyway. All right, now she can go there. Okay, so if I do it, I feel like this just shouldn't, real estate shouldn't be this much of a problem on this island. It's not what this level's about. Okay. So now we're giving people more affordances. Like, we're giving them something to be confused about. Okay, that is just our ocean isn't big enough. Like, see, I can't actually go that high on the map. We should adjust the camera a little bit to make it less awkward as well. But like, I can go around this island and explore and be like, what am I supposed to do? Like, is this guy supposed to push rocks at me and then I push them back and they fall? Like, I don't know, right? So yeah. Oh, but of course, if I can go further back, I almost screwed up. We don't want to go too far back. In fact, we'll do this. Okay, let's fix the camity cam. Need better camera editing. Okay. And then we need way more ocean now. All right. So dude can do this, and she could be like, I'm gonna go see what that's about, and she could do that, but ain't gonna help you none. Timing is still tighter than I would like. Whoops. Ha. It could be one further, if I'm being honest. Or, you know, since we've got more real estate here, this could be gone. That gives us an extra bounce. That's a little much. Uh-oh. Now I can't actually do it. Unless she teleports over there and comes back, which might be fine. Yeah, so the problem is I have to push one of these guys to a margin in order to get the other one over here. Yeah, I like having that extra square. But what happened? I thought... Oh, I undid these. That's what happened, I guess. I was like, these seem fast again. All right, well, maybe I don't really need to be as intense then. Yeah, that's fine. We can put more real estate over here, just so I don't make it, well, or I mean, I could make it so that she has to go over there. Don't make me come over there. I mean, we could just start a stone over here. No, but then you definitely have to put that mirror in the correct position, and it's stuck there. Which is maybe too much of a hint. It's not like there's really other places where you could usefully put the mirror. I don't know, man. You know, I could, like, honestly have like this. Whoops. Oh, fine. So if I put like the mirror down there, and then I push stones this way, right? We're still fine. And I actually, it's easier. Like I have way more time to do it. So maybe that's the trick is, maybe, I don't want to turn it into a crazy race. That's the thing. Like I could make it so that you have to do it from here. But then that maybe turns it into a crazy race. I could make it so that you could actually push a stone there. And it's just like she's not going to be able to use it. So why'd you do that? I just never know. So we're getting less obvious now. And, you know, sometimes it's hard to know how bad that is, but plenty of time to do that. Right, and that's a little more interesting because, like, I could be trying to do this to put these stones into like a push position. I mean, never mind that I toast the mirror, but you know, she like can't use that. So if I let people do that, how do I? Yeah. So this gives you enough space to have things to be trying and be confused about, right? Like, maybe she wants to block it. And then I could send her another one, but that doesn't help. So then if I push it all the way, okay. I think in this case I would elect for that. Just to give it right, so if I wait till it lands, you know, it's like there. All right. And then we have so much real estate to do this push. I don't know. What do you guys think? Have I made a mistake? Was it great to start with and then I made it terrible? Nobody cares. They're talking about Avengers. Should see if there's a way to use the other island again. Well, I could use the other island for sure. For sure. Like, you know, like I said, I could make it so that you might try this, right? And in fact, if one of the stones starts over there, maybe you have to do this. It just depends on how hard of a level we want it to be. Like we could have that stone start there and this corner be missing, probably. And then like you would have to pass it over here, right? And then pass it back and then mirror back. But then you're like, what am I doing with these anyway? Right? Because you can't, you can't do it with the mirror there anyway. So, if we were going to make this possible, we should maybe make it possible without pushing the mirror into an irreversible spot. When am I going to add a witness reference? Why would I do that? Ay, 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 ay. So like I could even do that. I mean, this is maybe even starting to just be mean. Like at some point, the islands get to be such a weird shape that you're just not helping. But like if I did that, then you could get across without stranding the mirror. But I don't like that. I think it's maybe fine, like that's okay. Because this doesn't feel totally stranded, it's just in this cubby. Let's try this. Now you wouldn't even have to push this across. You could just use the mirror. So where does that mirror to? See, you have to have a reason to go over there that doesn't invalidate the universe. So like, see if it starts there, then I can trivially get it. Oh no, I can't. But see, then if you can get someone over there, you can just push it further back. Well, maybe it just starts on the coast. So no, you can't push it further back. You can only push it in. I don't know if I like this. Because then it's going to seem like, oh, I want to be... let's see. Because this isn't totally what the level's about, but it gives us an excuse. It gives us an excuse to have a thing, have a mirror, right? Okay, so she's there. Problem is, this isn't a useful place to push it. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, never mind. All right. I mean, except it's not, because this guy can't plausibly push it to that island from there. So you would need like a nook to push it into. I don't know if I want to go that far down the trail of a red herring. I'm not a big red herring guy. Matt said he'd be happy to pick up where I left off. I want to finish this level, and then maybe we could do a switch over. I don't know how late you want to stay up, but like assuming you're set up to stream and everything, then I can just push everybody over to your channel. But I want to finish this one first. All right, cool. Yeah, let me just finish this level, and then we'll switch the stream over. Just don't, don't like give an overview of the game that somebody can like clip and, I don't know. Like, so the way I show the game, I'm not like presenting the game, because we haven't really announced it yet. We haven't really like told everybody everything that it is. So, if you just kind of do some level design the way I'm doing it, I think that's okay. If you know what I'm saying. He's a college student, 2 a.m. is nothing. That's true. Dude, I used to do all-nighters in college all the time. And a couple of times I would do all-nighters and then go to classes during the day, and then I'd start doing all-nighters and then be like, you know what, it's 6 a.m. and I'm tired, so I'm going to go home and go to bed. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so this is a thing. I feel like this is a thing where I make an alt version and I say this alt version goes more down the red herring road, but I'm going to stay with the simpler version for now. That is my inclination. Could add sharks. All right, so let me just go fully down the red herring road, and then I'll save that as the alt version, and then I will back up. And maybe that's this, right? Maybe there's not that much of a difference between the red herring and the knot. Well, I just don't, yeah, okay. We're going to save this. Okay, so wait. What was my side stone 0 going to be? Now I don't even remember. I was saying, I'm going to have to go back and watch the clip. I was saying like, oh, we could make it something something, and maybe that would be a different level. Now I don't remember. I had a coral reef. No, I feel like it was when I started. I don't know. Okay. We'll look at the clip later. Sidestone Alt 1. Sidestone Alt 1 was going down the path of making a red herring intro sequence where we have an excuse for the mirror. You know what? Okay. I think we do kind of want the excuse for the mirror. I think. But let's do this one. We're going to record this one. And then we'll try the red herring more. Okay. So record. Look how casual of a speed that is. Okay, and then Brian Moriarty will not be complaining about, actually he will complain about the action puzzleness, I'm sure. Okay, so that one is fine. And then, so the question is, how do we make this red herring more believable? And the answer is, I think some stuff like that. And like that. So there's like a little nugget that it could get pushed back into. Right, the problem was if you push it back too far, if you push it back too far, then you got problems. I might do a weird thing where I push it north and get out of the way and it's still going past the island, but it doesn't seem like a good idea. This is still not savable. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's like, yeah, that's savable. Okay. So, well, let us put the stone, and then I don't know, man. So she could come over there and then be like, hey man, I know you want some stones to go this way, so, you know. This is like a typical thing that you would do on a skipping stones level, is like pass that back and then go here. And then you'd be like, okay, now I've got both stones. And now I need to do something smart with this mirror, which you're not going to be able to do anymore. Right? So that's all fine. Whereas if I do it this way, oh no, we can't start it there. Because she can't get to the island. Okay, if this is only one wide, you can't try to push it north and get out of the way anyway. And you can do this skipping stones style thing of pushing it back and forth across the gap. So it could be like there. And like that. I mean, that's a weird shaped island, but come on, who are we kidding? It's going to be weird no matter what. It's a really ugly island. Although it doesn't need to come down so much on the left anymore, because, you know, we used to be using this lane to do the teleport. Oh, now it's less ugly. Problem is you can't actually, you need to be able to push it over there and then get it like there. I don't like this island. Let's do a little. So push, 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 right? Or no, you could just push it. Well, you could push it south from here and then he could use it. Honestly. Wait, no, he can use it. He can use it even there because he has the mirror. Oh, except he had to move the mirror. Dude, I don't like anything about this. Let's see. Push it left. I mean, maybe we get a little bit back some of the thing that we were doing. So it was like, push it left, push it down, push it right. And then push it into that nook. See, it's not really what the level's about, is the thing. But maybe that's fine. It's a preamble. It's the excuse to have the mirror. I'm always torn, or not always, but I'm often torn on issues like this. Like, if we make it too obvious, then, like, if there's nothing else to do but use the mirror in the right way, then that's not good, unless it's so hard to see. Like, the witness way is absolutely not to obfuscate it. Oh, well, now, right. Oh, right. Well, she can't get over there anyway. All right, this has been a disaster of epic proportions. Right, if that's the lane that I'm going to use. It's interesting because there's conflicting constraints involving the shape of this island. Like, I wanted to not have two squares so that you can't just push it north and then get out of the way. But if I do that, there's legit nowhere for her to land. Yeah, this is an interesting design problem because it's like, it's not just that it's like hard to figure out how the things go together. It's like they directly conflict. My design needs directly rule each other out. So let's just say sidestone for now is fine. That'll be my 4th level of the night. And then we'll say, but I never quite got it working well. We want the island to the north to have a non-trivial activity in order to justify the mirror. But we don't want the lane used for the final part of the puzzle. To be more than one square in the north-south direction on that line. Otherwise, you could do something messy like... So, okay, there's a trivial solution, by the way. Like, I'm acting like this is real hard, but, you know, the trivial solution is like that. Like, put a tree there or something. But, like, nah. That going 3D just to fix this one thing seems like overkill, if you know what I'm saying. Right? Because this position that's still not far enough, right? So I could do that. It just feels heavy-handed. But you know what? That's better than leaving it incomplete, isn't it? Isn't it? It's just the problem is it's also a hint about the puzzle solution. That lane is important. I don't know. That just seems so heavy-handed. Anyway. Oh yeah, and we have to not actually start that on the lane. And like the fact that there's an organic object in the mirror path there maybe is not what I would want. Okay, but anyway. Oh no, now of course she can't go. Right. I can't do it legitly. I just can't do it legitly. To go in this lane, yeah. All right. Which is like the legit solution, but a lot harder to play and will feel fun. Well, okay. Let's at least record this so that I know what I meant, if it's even solvable right now. Okay. Uh-oh. Now, I need to fix the ocean editing thing. There's so many little things that I gotta fix. All right, record. Go. 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 Why can she go there? Did I not reset? Go. Go. Dude, I'm gonna go crazy. What is happening? Did I just not save? I maybe just didn't save. Okay. Record. Go. What is going... Oh, right. Never mind. I was confused by the fact that so way back in the olden days of this game, you would get a red teleport if you tried to teleport onto water. That's not true anymore. It shows as valid. Okay, I still can't. I guess that shows you I'm getting tired. Is that... Yeah. All right. So, record, go, go, So you're gonna just go there, and then you are just gonna push that back, and this angle is also really weird, but maybe it'll be helped by graphics later. Whoops. Almost screwed that up. Okay. So there, at least there's a reason to go over there. And again, so if I try the bad version, right? If I'm like, it's not clear to me that I would try that one by default, but you know, so, whoops. Yeah, so now all I can do is push stones onto her top row there, which isn't going to help ever. Ever. I mean, I could do some weird stuff like the following, though. Right? But that's not going to help. So, yeah, I mean, it's a successful level. I don't love it. And then the thing that I was worried about, people trying in a messy way, was the following. Like, you could do that. The thing is, there's no way to do that on the second stone. So maybe it's fine. Maybe I shouldn't worry that much about it. Like, I can't push that stone up. I don't know. Okay. See, we blasted through the first 3 levels, and the 4th one, it just took longer. It just took longer. All right. So as soon as Matt's stream is up, he will tell me, and then we'll raid him, because we have done a good job. Oh, I'm gonna put. See, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna put this for now. Okay. So many levels. Oh no! Out of date. What happened? There's been edits. Somebody edited my drafts file. Okay, right. Okay. I'll just add that manually. Okay. Boom. Okay. Let me check his stream. Looks like it's up. So I'm going to raid that. So thanks everybody for coming by, and we will do some more things this week. And if you want to see more level design, then stay here. Or not, because we'll just shunt you over there right now. Bye, everybody.